Warm and cool colours creating life and depth. One of the most powerful tools in a painting is not detail but temperature, the relationship between warm and cool colours. Warm colours, reds, oranges and warm yellows, tend to advance towards the viewer, while cool colours, blues, greens, violets, tend to recede. This is not just a theory, it mirrors what happens in nature. Sunlight warms planes that face the light, while planes that turn away fail into cooler light from the sky. So when we paint a landscape, sunlit areas lean warmer, shadowed areas lean cooler, distance becomes cooler, softer, and slightly less intense. This temperature contrast creates a sensation of atmosphere far more convincingly than adding detail ever could. The viewer feels space rather than sees it described. You can think of it as colour doing the work that beginners often try to force with drawing edges, the glue that holds the painting together. A common beginner problem is what we might call cutout effect. Mountains look pasted on, trees look like stickers, every object is outlined. In reality, we do not see the world in lines, we see it in relationships of edges. There are three main kinds of edges. Soft edges, forms melt into one another, atmosphere, distance, turning planes. Lost edges, where one shape disappears into another entirely, and hard edges, where there are clear change in plane or focus. Nature is dominated by soft and lost edges. Hard edges are actually rare, and when used sparingly in a painting, they become a powerful tool for directing attention. If everything is sharp, nothing is important. By softening transitions, especially in distant forms, we create that sense of wholeness where the scene feels unified rather than assembled. Why soft edges create realism? The human eye cannot focus on everything at once. Vision naturally shifts, and only a small area is truly sharp at any moment. So when a painting contains too many hard edges, too much separation between objects, it actually looks less real, because it doesn't match how we experience seeing. Soft edges mimic the way light wraps around form and how atmosphere softens distance. They allow forms to sit in the environment rather than on top of it. The role of selective hard edges. We do want some hard edges, just not everywhere. A few carefully placed firm edges anchor the focal point, suggest structure without outlining everything, give contrast that makes the surrounding softness believable. Think of hard edges as punctuation marks, not the whole sentence. Less detail, more believability. Beginners often assume realism comes from adding more information. In fact, the opposite is usually true. Too much detail flattens space, breaks atmosphere, makes every area compete for attention, reveals the painting as constructed rather than observed. In nature, details fade as forms recede. When we simplify and allow areas to remain suggestive, the viewer's brain completes the image, and that perception creates a stronger illusion of reality. A good painting tells the viewer just enough and lets perception do the rest. A simple way to think about it. Instead of asking, have I painted everything? Ask, have I kept the relationship of temperature, edges and focus? If those are right, the painting will feel real, even with very little detail. So that was a demonstration from my website Tier 2 membership, and that was in the beginner's course. And it's a full tutorial in real time where I'm talking about the edges and what I'm doing and the mixes and so on. And the reference image is available as well if you want to give that one a go. So thanks for watching. Drop me a comment and take a look at the link in the description if you want to join me on the website.